Hi, this is Gloria Capola, and we're here giving another teaching tip today, especially to those anatomy instructors, but not limited to them, because massage instructors, you need to work along with your anatomy instructors. Anatomy is a whole new language for probably the majority of your students, and often the most challenging to teach. So let's think about some ways to get our students actively engaged and make this a fun class for them so they can pass it easily. We've got anywhere between 650 and 850 muscles in our body and 206 bones that we've got to teach our students. And let's not forget all those systems they need to learn as well. Nurses and doctors get years to study all this. Massage therapists only get months. So how can we be the most effective? When I was teaching anatomy and physiology, I found out the best thing to do is to get students interactive with you. If you're teaching a certain bone or muscle, allow for them to palpate it and feel it on themselves and each other. It's important for you to watch where they're palpating to make sure that they're in the right space or on the right bone. Another thing that helps them learn is to use some activity. For example, squatting. Have your students squat and figure out what muscles are involved in that action. So the more that you could have them doing different actions and maybe even working in groups, the easier it's going to be to learn. Maybe even take them for a walk or around the building and they have to, figure out what muscles they're using. So don't just stand around and talk all day. Get them working with you. And if you're the massage instructor, it is equally as important for you to also encourage, enhance, and work along with your students with their physiology. For example, when they're doing body mechanics, it's important for you to explain what muscles are involved and or test your students to see if they know what muscles are involved. By you helping your students with your anatomy instructor, your student will be much more prepared. Anatomy can be fun, and you can even get molding clay. Have your students make the shapes of the muscles and then attach them onto the skeletal system, and then they could explain what the attachments, origin, and insertion are, and what the action of the muscle is. One of the other things I did for my students, which was also fun for me, was I made a guided meditation to review some of the systems. For example, we started out with the respiratory system through our breathing. Then I discussed how we got the oxygenated blood going through our heart and lungs and back out into the body, and how that affects the nutrients, the lymphatic system, and so on. Another great idea that I learned from one of my anatomy instructors from my massage school years ago was to create projects for the students. For example, perhaps assign a different pathology where they have to research, study, and do a presentation and or demonstration, or do a group project. Have several students perhaps do, let's say, the circulatory system or the lymphatic system and come up with a game or some other creative idea. You'd be surprised how creative they can be. Teaching anatomy and physiology actually re-inspired me, and I was just amazed with this human body and all the miracles that it performs. I found great interactive websites and things like Get Body Smart, and even movies that were out there that explain different things about this incredible human machine. And of course, we have the Massage Nerd and his website with loads of resources for our students to study. If you're looking for some more creative ideas or suggestions, contact me at massageproce@gmail.com. And if you own a massage school and you're looking for someone to help inspire your instructors and perhaps train them and give them a little inspiration, I'm available for consultation and teaching. I look forward to helping you, guiding you to get inspired for your students. Thanks for joining me today.